Okay, so what if the absolutely massive amount of energy that cryptocurrency uses could actually be harnessed to solve some of humanity's biggest, thorniest challenges? Well, that's the huge promise behind a brand new technology called Superdense Consensus. Today, we're going to dive into the very first public code release from Qubitcoin and really explore how it plans to turn the work in proof of work into something that could, actually change the world. To really wrap your head around this, think about it like this. Your traditional blockchain, right? It's like a single worker just tirelessly solving one abstract puzzle over and over again to keep the network secure. Now look at the right side. Superdense Consensus is like a whole bustling city, with up to 256 miners working in parallel on a huge variety of useful tasks. This is a massive, fundamental shift from a system that's secure but, let's be honest, incredibly wasteful, to one that's both secure and unbelievably productive. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. This technology is moving at an absolutely breakneck pace. Just 1 week after it was unveiled at MIT, the first public code was dropped on GitHub for literally anyone to see. And a public testnet, it's already slated for early 2026. This is all happening right now, which just goes to show you the incredible momentum behind this whole idea. So this brings us to the big elephant in the room for all of crypto, something that's been a major critique for years: the energy consumption. I mean, we're talking about a global network of computers burning through more electricity than entire countries, all just to solve these abstract math puzzles that have no real-world value on their own. The system is secure, for sure, but you have to stop and ask, at what cost? And that is the huge, revolutionary question right at the heart of Qubitcoin. What if that exact same global computing power could be pointed at, say, designing new life-saving drugs, or developing more efficient solar panels, or even creating brand new forms of AI? That's the paradigm shift they're proposing, turning a security mechanism into an engine for actual scientific progress. So the big question is, how does Qubitcoin actually turn this incredibly ambitious vision into a reality? Well, the secret sauce is in its completely new architecture. You can think of Superdense Consensus as the engine that's really going to power this new era of a productive blockchain. Just imagine a blockchain that can walk and chew gum at the same time, but like 256 different kinds of gum. That's pretty much what Superdense Consensus does. It lets miners work on up to 256 different useful tasks all at once, from simulating complex molecules to training AI models. And the best part? The network can verify all of this incredibly diverse work together in a single block, which makes the whole process just wildly efficient. Okay, so here's how it works in a nutshell. First, miners use their powerful GPUs to run these really complex quantum simulations. That's the useful work. Then, and this is the really clever part, the results from all that useful work are bundled together and secured with a traditional cryptographic hash. This hybrid hash makes sure the scientific results are both verifiable and totally tamper-proof. And finally, the whole network validates the entire bundle, confirming that all the work is accurate and legitimate. Now, what's really fascinating here is how this architecture is designed. One of the most brilliant parts is its modularity. What that means is new computational jobs can be added to the network without needing some complicated disruptive update. It's kind of like adding new apps to your smartphone. This kind of flexibility is crucial because it ensures the network can constantly adapt to what the scientific community actually needs. But listen, Superdense Consensus isn't just a technological marvel, it's also a pretty groundbreaking economic experiment. By creating a real marketplace for useful computation, Qubitcoin is setting the stage for a whole new economy, one that's based on the power of decentralized science. If you're into Bitcoin at all, this number should look pretty familiar. Qubitcoin's native token, which is called $QTC, has a fixed supply of 21 million, just like its famous predecessor. This is all by design, of course, to make sure the currency is scarce and can hold its value, providing a really solid economic foundation for the whole ecosystem. And this is where things get really interesting for miners. Not only do they earn block rewards in QTC for securing the network, but they also get to sell the valuable data they produce from their computations. This creates this incredibly powerful dual incentive model that rewards miners for contributing to both network security and to science. It's a genuine win-win. But honestly, the implications of Superdense Consensus go way beyond just economics. This technology has the potential to completely revolutionize how we do science, by creating a decentralized supercomputer that's accessible to literally anyone with a powerful enough GPU. I mean, this quote just nails it. Superdense Consensus has the power to transform the global network of gaming rigs into one massive, decentralized supercomputer. This is a total game changer for research. It gives scientists everywhere access to the kind of insane computing power that was once reserved only for the most well-funded institutions on the planet. So, what can this decentralized supercomputer actually do? Well, the possibilities are practically endless. We're talking about everything from designing new drugs to fight diseases like Alzheimer's and cancer, to developing brand new materials that could revolutionize energy and transportation. And because all the research is recorded on the blockchain, it's completely transparent and verifiable, which is a huge leap forward for open science. Okay, so it's really important to remember that this is still very new, very experimental technology. A project this ambitious is bound to face some serious hurdles, and the team behind Qubitcoin is being refreshingly transparent about these challenges as they work with the community to solve them. Some of the biggest hurdles right now, well, you're going to need a pretty beefy modern GPU. The code is still in its very early alpha stage, so there will be bugs. And then there's the long-term goal of integrating with actual quantum computers. But look, these are all solvable problems, and with the help of a really dedicated open-source community, there's no doubt that Qubitcoin can get past them. So what's the bottom line here? Superdense consensus is so much more than just a new piece of code. It's a completely new way of thinking about what a blockchain can even be. It's a fundamental shift from a system that's secure but wasteful to one that's both secure and incredibly productive, with the potential to really benefit all of humanity. And that leaves us with this final, kind of mind-blowing thought. By building a global system that actually incentivizes useful computation, this project suggests that the answers to our biggest scientific challenges might not come from a single, isolated lab, but from a decentralized network of millions, all working together. So, is the future of scientific discovery hiding in a blockchain? It's a question that's as exciting as it is profound, and honestly, this is one technology that is definitely worth watching.